What's going on, everybody? You know it is Sport Tyler, and today we're going to be doing my WrestleMania 42 Night 1 and Night 2 review, reactions, whatever you want to call it. I've been seeing a lot of people online say that it was a mediocre show, that it was a mad show, that it was a terrible show. I couldn't disagree more. I'm not gonna sit here and call it the greatest WrestleMania of all time, because it was far from it. But I'm not gonna sit here and call it a terrible or a bad WrestleMania. Yeah, wasting no more time, let's get straight into it. And we start off with the Night 1 opener that was on ESPN. It was the Usos and LA Knight versus The Vision and I Show Speed. Now, to be honest, I did not watch this live. I was out with my family at this time, so I was a little late getting into it. So no, I did not watch this live. But today, I went back and I rewatched it. And yeah, it was a good match for a Monday Night Raw. It was a good match for a Monday Night Raw. It was a good match for a Friday Night SmackDown. It was not WrestleMania worthy. The best moment of the match was when it was all over, and I Show Speed hit Logan Paul with the frog splash. Other than that, nothing major happened. I Show Speed got a little bit of work in, like, at the very start of the match. But other than that, it was terrible. Terrible match. Not terrible, but it was an average, just a Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown match. Next, Drew McIntyre versus Jacob Fatu. Now, I love this match. I loved this match. I thought it was amazing. The end, kind of towards the end, when Drew pushed Jacob through the table and he did like that corkscrew front flip thingy-majiggy through the table. That was sweet. That was really, really good. Drew McIntyre recreating the Board at Work video and tweet again for the third year in a row. What else happened in this match? Jacob Fatu, Jacob Fatu does pick up the win, which I predicted. I'm 2-0 in the predictions up to this point. Jacob Fatu picking up the win. And I do understand people's frustration with, it not being unsanctioned, or it not being violent, and the blood and whatever. It was still a really good match. I will say, way too short. A lot of these matches were way too short. I'm sick and tired of TKO. I'm gonna go on a rant real quick, because I'm sick and tired of TKO. Sick and tired of PLEs having commercial after commercial after sponsorship after sponsorship after commercial after commercial. The PLEs should have a grand total of this many commercials. 0. None. If you want to say, oh, WrestleMania is sponsored by Snickers and Papa John's and WWE 2K26, that's fine. Because guess what? I feel like they've always had that. When Vince was in charge, when Triple H was in charge, when TKO was in charge, they've always had like the, oh, WWE WrestleMania 35 presented by Snickers. But this It's getting ridiculous. There was more commercials than anything. And I saw a lot of people internationally who was complaining about the Hulk Hogan documentary. Here in the States, we didn't even get the Hulk Hogan documentary. We got, like, just Liberty Mutual and, not Liberty Mutual. What was it? The General. Whatever that commercial is. The General. We got that crap. The same commercials that are on any TV show that you watch. I'm sick of it. I want the sponsorships to go. I want the commercials to be gone. Us, as a collective WWE universe, are sick of the commercials. TKO, if you're listening, if you really care about the fans, which I know you don't, but if you really care about the fans, stop with the commercials. Stop caring about all of this. Yes, it's about the money, but also, you got to pay attention to your fans. If you don't, you're going to lose viewerships. You're going to lose ticket sales. You're going to lose your money. That's plain and simple. Enough with the rant. Let's get straight into the next match. Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team Title match. Again, another match. I cannot tell you one thing that happened during the match. I cannot tell you one move that happened in the match. You want to hear something even worse? I don't even remember who took the final pinfall. Who got pinned in this match? I don't remember. I think it was Lyra or Bailey. One of them, I think. May have been. I don't remember. The only thing I remember about this whole entire match was Paige returning. Other than that, I don't remember a single thing that happened in this match. And that, right there, is a problem. That is a problem. Because in every other match, I feel like I could tell you at least one thing that happened in each match. At least one thing. This match, I seriously, I could not tell you. I 100% could not tell you. The next match that aggravated me probably the most. Becky Lynch versus AJ Lee for the Women's Intercontinental Champion. Y'all know that I'm a huge AJ Lee fan. And I love Becky Lynch. I mean, movie breakup, there we go. I mean, yeah, it's a calendar. But I love Becky Lynch, right? And I know that said March. I have to change it. I know. But I love Becky Lynch. I'm not hating on Becky Lynch. I'm not calling her Becky Hogan like some of the idiots in the IWC. But why did you have to have her defeat AJ Lee? Made no sense. Becky Lynch deserves to be in the Women's World Championship picture. She deserves to be going after Rhea Ripley, and going after Liv Morgan, and going after any Women's World Champion or any Women's main eventer. Not stuck in mid-card. If you wanted the title off of AJ Lee, you want a solution? Here's one for you. And after we get done talking about the match, I want to touch up on something in the last match. But If you wanted the title off of AJ, here's what you do. You have Bayley and Lyra win the women's tag team titles at Mania. You have a returning Paige defeat AJ Lee for the women's IC title the night after WrestleMania, just like AJ did to, or Paige did to AJ several years ago. And perfect. Like, you could all go off in the main event scene. Bayley and Lyra would be tag team champions. And AJ Lee would not have the title. But no, you had to just give us another short average match that had to be short because we had to have more commercials that nobody literally cares about. The commercials that they show me makes me want to buy that product even less than I already do. Right? So, this match just aggravated me. It was short. It was simple. It needed more time. And it had the wrong winner. It had the wrong winner. Now, the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team titles, I want to touch up on something. Should I get a point in my prediction? Because I said Bella Twins, if, it was the Bella Twins, and it wasn't. And I said if it wasn't going to be the Bella Twins, then Bayley and Lyra. It wasn't the Bella Twins. Bayley and Lyra didn't win, but it was still kind of the Bella Twins. I'm not giving myself a point, but if y'all think I should deserve a point and get a point, leave it in the comments, and I will happily give myself the point. Next, in the night one, Seth Rollins versus Gunther. What a match. These two went 15 minutes, could have gone longer, and tore the house down. They tore the house down. Seth Rollins took some gnarly bumps. On the apron, on the table. Gunther took a gnarly bump on the announce table with the curb stomp onto the table. Rollins hit a really, really good buckle bomb onto Gunther. Rollins hit a really, really good Falcon Arrow onto Gunther. But in the end, Braun Breaker returns, spearing Seth Rollins in half, giving Gunther the submission win. Technically won the submission. It was a pass-out win, but regardless, he won by a submission hold. Seth Rollins passes out, and then Braun Breaker, full speed ahead, about 85 miles an hour, runs down the ramp, and Spears, he missed. But Spears, Seth Rollins in half again. I cannot wait for this feud. It's going to be so good. And what a match that these two had. Which, by the way, if you don't count the Bella Twins loss as a loss, this match was my first loss of the weekend. Anyway, next match. Liv Morgan, Stephanie Vaquer. Why did it go on 6 minutes? Why? These two could have gone on for 20-25 minutes. Literally. And they should have. They should have. Why did you only need it for 6 minutes? Oh, because we just had to have the more commercials and Snickers ads and showing Tyrese Halliburton for the 500th time. Nobody cares about the stupid celebrities that are around the ring. Nobody cares. Literally, nobody. They got no pop. Nobody cares. Actually, Tyrese Halliburton got booed out of the building. So, whatever. Anyways, this match cooked for the time that they were given. If it was like 20 minutes, like it should have been, like it could have been, they would have cooked even better. I hope they have another match at Backlash and they get a full, 20 minutes that they deserve. Now, I do want to talk about something. Liv Morgan had probably the worst WrestleMania entrance of this entire weekend. Quite literally. It's terrible. Hate the new theme song. I hated the whole entire entrance. It was terrible. But the match was really, really good. Really good. And like I said, if it was longer, it could have been even better. And the main event of night one. Now, something is aggravating me about this match. People are calling this one of the worst main events of all time. People are calling this the worst night one main event of all time. No. This match was fantastic. It was match of the night. Not match of the weekend. Match of the night. This match was great. It got 23 minutes, and I even think 23 minutes was a little too short. I'm not going to complain about that one as much, because like I said, it was 23 minutes. But these two cooked. This was so good. The involvement of Jelly Roll and Pat McAfee in the very beginning was great. It was what it needed to be, and it was simple and to the point. Cody Rhodes had my favorite entrance of the entire weekend. Yeah, I would say so. Probably right under Punk. But anyway, and then we had the actual match start. Beautiful at the way, Cody went for the Cody Cutter and the RKO. That was perfect. It was perfect. Pat McAfee coming in with the ref shirt. If that would have been in the match, I would have been pretty disappointed. But then Randy RKO Pat McAfee, got him out the way, cost him. Cody with the crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Cody retains. I got that wrong. I was very, very shocked at that. And then the end. Randy Orton hits Cody with the title and then punts him in the head for real. Like his eye swelled up. That was insanity. It was a great match. Fantastic match. Cannot believe that people are saying this was the worst main event of all time. Because it was far from it. Now, I know I said my intro, this was night 1 and night 2. But I'm going to stop right here. I'm going to stop it here. Do night 2 in a separate video. So, click like and hit that subscribe button so you do not miss night 2 review. It's going to be more of the same thing. Talking about the matches, more raging, because I have a lot more to rage about. And find out what my favorite match of the night was. Or of the weekend, rather. My least favorite match of the weekend was. Because I will reveal it at the very end of the night 2 review. So, if you like this video, want more videos like this video, then hit the like button as hard as you possibly can. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And as always, I love you all. stay safe, and peace.